Good afternoon all. It is I, Craig, the Carrick Piper. Let me just straighten this. I'm working off the iPhone here today. I'm on the Port of Cork. I have a loaded container and I'm waiting for a pickup, and I've been told to wait, so could be here a while. So whilst I'm waiting, I thought I'll do a review. Why not? And this one comes from our good friend Gary. Some people like to call him the Tobacco Baron, but he's now known as the Lincolnshire Yellow Belly. Okay, just so we're clear on this. And what we're trying today is this one, Borkum Riff Copper, also known as malt whiskey or something, I can't remember. They had to take the whiskey connotations out of it in Europe because obviously we're not allowed to have things that sound like food and may sound remotely interesting, so now it's called Borkum Riff Copper. Okay, now this is an aromatic, Virginia and Burleys, Kentucky's, topping of malt whiskey allegedly. I know from, I've opened this already and it's quite moist and it's a fine cut really. Can you see that? It's not coarse cut. It's kind of sweet smelling. Now you get the tobacco flavours of Virginia, the sweetness of the Virginia. And there's Burley in there, so I'm thinking it might, I don't know, let's not draw any conclusions, I haven't tried it. So we shall try it in the pipe. I'm just going to see if I have any filter pads. I don't think I have any. Think about. Oh well, we'll try it without a filter pad, unless I can just find one in my bag. One moment. I don't think I can. Not really. This is an impromptu review, as you can probably gather. Okay. Let's just load it up without a filter pad. I have a normal filter in it. A Blitz filter. Now I'm just going to take some out and put some in the lid here. Let's see how we get on. So here it is. I can't really show you this without it. There we go. Let's just load it up anyway. Well, I don't know where you are in the world, but today here in Ireland we're in the 20s again. We've got a heat wave going on here. We haven't had any rain to speak of anyway. And it's absolutely glorious. And you get no complaint from me. Of course, all the farmers in my family are complaining bitterly that there's not enough water, and yeah, they're right, there isn't for crops, but for everyday folk that like to work and just enjoy the sun, it's awesome. So anyway, this loads up quite nice. It feels quite moist, but thanks again Gary for this, my Lincolnshire Yellow Belly. That's what we call them, as people from East Yorkshire, north of the River Humber. They're on south of the River Humber in Lincolnshire, North Lincolnshire, and they're known as the Yellow Bellies. No idea why. Here's the sound there. There's a truck next to me starting up. He's just heading away into the port, I'd say. Received his instructions. That's interesting. It tastes perfumey. And it's gone out. I know it's moist. It's very humid today here, so it wouldn't dry out anyway. Yeah, does it taste perfumey? Which is supposed to be, I guess, the malt whiskey. Yeah, this one definitely needs to be taken easy, because I reckon this would bite. And from some of the reviews that I managed to read, it got mostly 1 stars or 1 point something on Tobacco Review, simply because You just burn too much and get your tongue white and too chemical. But yeah. So what am I getting? I'm getting Burley, and I'm getting the Virginias. Not massively. You just know they're there. But the other flavours I'm getting is well, it may be reminiscent of whiskey, but it's definitely not whiskey. The main thing I'm finding is that because it's so moist, it's not actually burning so well yet. So I might just have to sip this along and get it to dry out a bit. It's got a taste that's very hard to describe. More of a feeling, it's more of a warm feeling and homely, dark evening feeling beside the coal fire. If that can be classed as a flavour. There's not much smoke given off this. It's getting a bit more now. As it's drying out a bit. It's more of a perfumey flavour that I'm getting. I mean, it's the room note or the cab note, truck cab note is actually quite pleasant. But tobacco flavours, hard to put my finger on it. I guess there's a sweetness to it and a smokiness, and that's obviously Virginias and Burley. But it's actually better now. Now it's just beginning to light up now. Can you see that? There's another one of our drivers. There's 4 of us here now. You do need to have patience with this, but once it's going, it's actually quite pleasant. I can feel it getting hot up the pipe, up the stem. Now it's not burning me yet, so I'm just trying to slow it down a little bit. So my main thoughts are it's very artificial, and hard to control, I'd say. It definitely it's hot in the mouth if you're not careful. I think this needs to be dried out a little bit more before you smoke it. If it's as moist as what mine is, I need to dry it out the next time. I might have to revisit this one. So I can understand why people were complaining that it has bad tongue bite, because you're probably drawing on it quite heavily to get it going, and then it gets hot, and then all tobacco is going to bite then. So I'm just trying to sip it along. Question is it worth it? And you know, sadly, I just don't think it's amazing. Flavours are nice, but they're definitely artificial flavours. They're not. They take over the tobacco. You can't really get the tobacco taste from underneath the actual casing and the topping. But I think smoked nicely, and it's prepared right, and it's not too wet, I think that could smoke quite nicely. But you need the time to do it. The smell is very pleasant, I have to say. Yeah, I'm actually, strangely enough, enjoying this. Enjoying the challenge. As it stands now, this is a 5 for me, and I'm being generous, I think. But I think it could be better, as I said, if it was just dried out a little bit, not quite so moist, so it'd stay lit easy, so you don't have to draw so hard on it. And probably get a bit more smoke out of it, because you're not getting any puffs of smoke out of this at all. Yeah, it has that, as I keep telling you, it's like a perfumey flavour on the back, on the retrohale, and the, yeah, it's not unpleasant. I'm actually quite enjoying it. Maybe it's because it's a beautiful sunny day and I don't have to do much. I'm just sitting here enjoying life. But isn't that what pipe smoking's all about, isn't it? Take a moment, enjoy a moment in life. Choose it, match it with a nice tobacco. But yeah, this burns hot simply because I'm drawing on it to try and keep it lit, and it's not playing ball because there's too much moisture in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the lid off this for a little while. There you go, look. And let it dry out. Like if I run my finger in the tin, look, see how it sticks to my finger. And it's very moist. So you dry all that out. And then, yeah, I'm just going to leave it open for a while. See if it, I know it's very humid here, so it won't dry out so easily, but might do. And see if it'll develop more as a better smoke as I go on. But overall, yes, it's an aromatic blend with Virginias and Kentuckys and Burley from Kentucky, obviously, Kentucky, America, and with a malt whiskey topping, casing, amongst other things, and it's, I don't know, needs some work doing it to truly appreciate it. And so I've got to put a bit more effort in. I think next time we'll probably have to revisit this one, but as it stands, it's difficult to smoke, and I know if you keep relighting this and sucking it, it will burn your tongue because it'll be just too hot, and that's no good. So I think it just needs to lose some moisture, and then it will probably light nicer and stay lit better and have a proper burn, and I'd say we could get some more flavours out of it without burning our mouth. Now I haven't got tongue bite because I've just refused to draw on it too heavily, but yeah, I think I need to be patient with it. But it's not. It smells lovely. I mean, it's nicely made tobacco for sure. And yeah, I think it's just a little bit too moist. So we'll come back to this Borkum Riff Copper. I call it something else, whiskey, I think, or malt whiskey, or Scotch whiskey, or Scottish, or something like that, and see what it tastes like again, and I'll come back and revisit it. Anyway, there we are, guys and girls. Borkum Riff Copper. Yeah, it's a bit of a miss at the moment, so let's hopefully it'll get better. We'll talk again soon.
Hi Craig.
How are we doing?
There's a lot of us down here, is there?